All right, so back with the Schlieren Effect. You can figure. That's how you spell it right there.
Okay.
And this is the setup that I made with those two mirrors.
Cool.
Now what this will allow you to do when it's all set up is it accentuates any differences in the refractive index of air, basically, or any other media that you put in it. So if you get warm air from even your hand, that little bit of warming difference, and you start to get these warm currents coming off your hand, you'll be able to see them with this. So you can see it's an optical effect that allows you to see that type of difference in refractive index.
How big of a temperature difference does it require?
Maybe 5 to 10 degrees.
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
wow. So it's pretty sensitive.
It's really sensitive, yeah. And it's fascinating to see. Okay, so I have a small light source and a pinhole. And this light source, which is a point source, shines towards this mirror. This mirror grabs that beam, or part of that beam of light that comes from that point source. And then it sends it off in a collimated beam, because this is one focal length. From the front of this iris to the mirror is 1.3 meters. So it grabs that light and it sends that light down in a collimated beam towards this mirror. This mirror grabs that light and then focuses it down to a knife edge, which I'm going to use this razor blade for, located at this mirror. And then once at that knife edge, it'll take that knife edge and it will block part of the beam. So at this point where a camera can be located, we can use that to see the heat signature of anything that we put in between the two mirrors. So let me snag a camera so we can set that up and I can show you what it looks like.
Okay.
So I'm going to block out this one mirror in the back. Zoom is too big. I got the right effect, but there it is. That's better. So there's my little minion coming up on that mirror. It's not quite the perfect camera. The view is a little, I wish it was a little wide field, but it's a fixed focus lens.
Okay.
But it's looking right.
So you've got the camera on that mirror.
Yep. And if I pull that guy out, and what I'll do is I'll take, if you look really close at the razor blade from this side, you can see the point source of light right there.
The light is...
That's the image that's being focused from that point source of light over there. So what I'll do is I'll bring that out and I'll use the razor blade to just start to cut part of the light beam. And what I'll allow it to pass through around the razor blade is the parts of the light that have been diffracted by the heat effect in the beam. Let's see if I can get everything. It should be... You know what? Focus too low. My light wasn't going through the camera. Minion back on the stage. Everything was right except for the camera height was not quite right. I got to make sure it sees a good signal from the point light source to the point where it's being blinded by the light. And then I cut the light off. Maybe you should stop filming until I get things working. Just I can barely see it starting to work.
Yeah, it looks almost like steam coming off of your
It's
fingers.
almost like steam. Let me set up a heat source over here. This is not a heat source, but this is a different type of gas, so it will show also.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, it's not quite, sensitivity has to be improved. And that's a matter of getting everything lined up perfectly.
Yeah. But I mean, you can see it on the tablet. Oh,
There it
look
is
at
there.
that.
That's it, that's it. That's what I was looking for.
Wow.
So that's the Schlieren effect. You can see the different gas densities. Now, it's working really good. You can see the heat coming off my hand.
Yeah.
I'm a little off alignment.
Yeah, you can see
That's
it
pretty
though.
good right there.
Yeah. Wow, that is really cool. Huh.
So that's the Schlieren effect.
Very cool.
I set it up mostly as kind of an educational show children and adults that are interested
Yeah,
in that kind of thing.
that is
What it
really
looks like.
cool. Huh.
You've never seen that before?
Never seen it. No. What are there like common industrial practices for this kind of thing? Or?
Yes, people use it to look at shock waves. So if you have a wind tunnel experiment and you want to see what's happening at the tips of the blade, you use height speed photography in combination with the Schlieren effect to see what's happening, where the turbulence is, where you can improve your design.
Huh.
That's one area. Ballistics,
Yeah.
you can use it to see shock wave coming off a gun. I guess if you're making a better silencer, it might help out.
Huh. Very cool.
We used it, remember I told you we did a project that involved looking at candles?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we made an ASTM tester for candles.
Okay.
We set up the Schlieren effect, hoping that we could see how much heat was coming from the surface of the glass and the surface of the wax pool as opposed to the flame. Didn't work that well, but we had fun setting it up.
Yeah. Huh. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It's always fun to set it up. A little tricky to set up, but once I saw these two mirrors on eBay, I was kind of excited to try it out.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay, off to the lab.